teach me to be strong. Help me walk with purpose when the road feels long. Pass the torch, let the light shine through. The man I am becoming started because of you. Show me the way, help me understand how a boy becomes a leader and a leader becomes a man. One generation lifting up the next. That's how we leave a legacy that stands the test. Broken Men Foundation. As the journey continues, nothing but love. Broken Men Foundation. As the journey continues, nothing but love. Show me the way, teach me to be strong. Help me walk with purpose when the road feels long. Pass the torch, let the light shine through. The man I am becoming started because of you. Show me the way, help me understand how a boy becomes a leader and a leader becomes a man. One generation lifting up the next. That's how we leave a legacy that stands the test. Broken Men Foundation. As the journey continues, nothing but love. Broken Men Foundation. Ooh, as the journey continues, nothing but love. Continues, nothing but love.
All right. Thank you all today for tuning in to the Broken Men Foundation podcast. Don't want to come in today too somber with everything, but before I pay homage to this particular person, today we have my friend, Pastor Dante McCutcheon of the Greater Mount Moriah Baptist Church in the house. So we're glad to have him here today. Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being a part. Look, we're going to have a great conversation. We're going to talk about some things. We probably go off sketch just a little bit and then come back on it, if that makes sense with everything we're doing. But we need to start off with this. We lost one of our beloved ones, our brother C.J. Johnson, on yesterday as he battled through some things that unfortunately he could not overcome. So with that being said, normally we have our sponsors that we go into, that we do at our commercial breaks and different things like that. But today it just be a tribute to brother Charles Johnson Jr. Love you, brother, and love the family. We're going to continue to support you. Whatever we can do, we will be there for you. Love you, man. You know, when you talk about that, brother, man, you talk about a guy that's just a great human, you know, in spite of, you know, everything I know about, you know what I mean? But in spite of, I'm going to tell you, that was just a great human. Humble, laugh, brought the joy to you. He made you feel like if you just met him, he made you feel like that he'd been knowing you forever. So today I have a different co-host with me down there as well. Brother, they call him Pretty Ricky, but I call him Mr. Brown. So we got brother downtown. Brown, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, and thank you for the opportunity once to serve as co-host with the podcast.
Absolutely. And we
Looking forward to a great conversation.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being here. All right, so we'll come back again momentarily, but at this particular time, we'd like to pay our special tribute to Brother Charles Johnson. And thank you, Brother Walker, for making this possible. Yes, sir. Yes. That's our tribute to our Brother Johnson. We'll be doing that throughout the whole podcast today. Thank you, brother, Brother Walker Studios, for actually putting this together. As y'all can tell, a little choked up there. You know, it was emotional. A lot of times when you go through different things, you act like that you're the strongest person, like it doesn't affect you. But this has definitely affected me and us as a unit. So I thank God for having Pastor here today, because there's going to be some questions that I'm going to have. In spite of what these things look like, life be life, and you got to keep on moving forward. And sometimes you don't understand what these things look like, but when they happen, how do you overcome them? You know, and I don't even think that you actually overcome them. You just kind of live through it, and whatever those things look like. So I always have this saying that you grieve the way you need to grieve, laugh the way you need to laugh, and smile when you need to smile. But whatever that looks like, that's what we do. So we have you here today, Pastor. We're gonna bring up the tempo a little bit.
Okay.
But we want you to lead us a little bit. And in these difficult times where people should be, if his family is listening, friends are listening, if the community is going through right now, what's a special word that you could deliver for us, please?
Well, my special word, one, is to say to them, hey, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. And I'm praying with you all. And as a pastor, a person of faith, I think the first thing we must always remember is before we embrace divinity, we must embrace humanity.
All right.
And so we must pause.
Okay.
To feel, pause to feel it, to know it, and that we know before like we can do anything, we must mourn. And mourning is a spiritual practice. That's why he tell us, I turn your mourning into dancing and all that. I'm not gonna preach, but
come on,
this is the moment that we get to do this.
Okay.
It's spiritual, it's perfect, it's right.
Okay.
We get to do this.
Okay. And so we thank you for that. We thank you for that word of encouragement. We thank you for the word of inspiration, and we appreciate you. But look, hey, y'all, look, we're going to tune in. We're not going to keep it down. We're going to bring it up a little bit. So, look, we got the best man in the house as of right now. We thank you once again for being here today. But one of the things that before we get into all your accolades and all the great things and accomplishments that just happened to you, and the best is yet to come, whatever that looks like. So how long have you been pastoring? what was your calling, and how did you know?
I'm still trying to figure it out. It's like I know I quit every day. It almost seems like I've been pastoring since 2015. Actually, I've been pastoring since 2015.
Okay.
With Love Cathedral Community Church, and that is the church that we planted in the south side of Richmond, and we've been going strong. And then my pastor passed away. My pastor, Reverend Kenneth Dennis Sr. Shout out to Reverend Dennis.
Blessings.
Reverend Dennis passed away, and when Reverend Dennis passed away, I assumed the position to just see the church through, take the church. And so Reverend Dennis passed away, I believe, about 5 years ago. And so about 5 years, I've been walking with my home church. It's the church I grew up in.
Okay.
It's the church that I know my family.
How ironic is that? How ironic is that? Yeah, come on, man.
It's so interesting that it is the church I grew up in. And so I've been walking with them, and they installed me about 3 years ago. So 3 years as my home church being installed, 5 years walking in a sense, but about a good almost 11 years I've been pastoring.
So let me ask you this, Pastor. How do you get rest? Because I know it can be a difficult, because I know difficult times because people are always pulling on you. How do you rest?
My friends would tell you I will fall asleep anyway.
Well, don't fall asleep on this.
Don't
fall asleep on here, though.
I'm woke.
Yeah, okay.
Please don't.
Please.
And looking at your list of accolades, you're very busy.
Yeah.
It ain't but 24 hours in a day, and how do you manage it?
Listen, I will find sleep. I learned to say no. No is a full sentence, they tell me.
Okay.
No is a full sentence, but sometimes, no is the best thing. No is the best thing. Even if you want to do it, you got to learn to say no. One of my friends told us a couple of years ago, he said, you have to help yourself to a no.
Come on now.
And you got to be good with your nose.
Yeah,
better be.
and that's okay.
You better be. And so I do say no, and I get rest by literally, honestly, just going to sleep. There'll be times where on my phone, I do not answer my phone. I set the phone somewhere. It's there. It's down. I go to sleep. Sleep is medicine for me, and so is water.
Come on now.
So is water. I go to sleep. I meditate. And I pray.
Okay.
I find space where it's just me and me only, me and God, me and me only, nobody else.
Okay.
So those times where you say everybody don't have direct access to you.
Yes.
And you have to protect that time, and whatever that window is the weekend or that one day a week, everything shut down, and say access is very limited. Yeah,
and it is limited, but because of who I am and the way that I show up in the community,
yes, you do.
It's just a little different.
Yeah,
because you got to find the time.
Come on now.
You got to find the time, and so I get in trouble sometimes. My girlfriend Lauren, she just be like, you never have time when you gonna do this. I'm like, hey, the phone is ringing. Somebody just got killed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm showing up to the thing, and she's like, oh Lord, here you go.
That's right.
And so you have to find that time. You have to schedule it. Even with what we're going through now with CJ, is like, look, we have to schedule this. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are too busy to even mourn.
Come on.
We have to do the show today, but it's like, hey, we'll go forward, we'll do this, we'll remember, but we must schedule time to mourn.
Wow.
You have to be intentional.
You schedule it, you figure it out, you fit it in.
Yeah.
So you lose nothing, especially yourself.
Wow.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing.
Powerful, and I really appreciate that. But look, I want to take you somewhere. I want to take you somewhere. Gospel Music Workshop of America, GMWA, elected to the board of directors on the National Gospel Music. Come on, how did that happen?
Must know something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah, I don't know. How did that happen? Give us some of that. And look,
right,
congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, come
I
on with that.
appreciate it.
Okay.
Gospel Music Workshop of America. I love that organization. It's an organization I've been a part of my whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So gospel music is my thing. It's my family's thing. They sing, they
Okay.
play, all that stuff. Rap. My family is pretty musical.
Yeah.
And so I've been a part of the Gospel Music Workshop forever,
Okay.
right? My whole entire life, and I've sang in different choirs growing up. And so I have stuck with the convention, and I've worked on the convention on the national level since 2002.
Wow.
2002, I left the
2002.
choir. Yeah, I left the choir in 2002 because I was a young boy. I was still in high school.
Come on now.
I was getting ready to go into my senior year of high school,
Okay.
but I wasn't the most behaved young man.
Say it ain't so.
It's so. It is so. And
Okay.
I'm ready to fight in choir rehearsal. I mean, I was a fighter. I fight differently now. I still fight though. I'm ready to fight in choir rehearsal. And Yvette Johnson, I must speak her name because she's gone on. Yvette picked me up.
Blessings.
And like, she didn't kick me out. She put me on the door.
Come on now.
Man,
Come on.
she put me on the door and made me be an usher, so I ended up working. And at that time, ushers and security was one team.
Come on
Yes,
now.
yes.
So we
That's
would
right.
like you would do different things depending on which service you ushered for a choir rehearsal because that was the middle of the day.
Right.
But then they sent the boys to be with the security team
Yeah.
at the nightly service.
That's right.
And so I did that, and so I stayed in that lane from 2002 up until today.
Wow.
And it ended up being something that I enjoyed doing. I guess it was an intervention.
Right.
I don't know, but it worked.
Yeah, come on,
It
somebody.
worked. I stayed
Yeah.
with it, and so that's what I've been doing. I've been working the whole time, and so then there were 2 seats open
Okay.
for the national board, and everybody was like, "We think you'll be a good person for it, Dante. We think you'll be a
There
good
had to be some
person."
strong
And I'm
recommendation
like,
coming
"No,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, not me. I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." And even up until the last minute, I turned in my information.
Yeah.
The last minute, literally, it had to be in by 11:59 or 10:59, something like that. I think I did it 5 minutes before time.
Come on, somebody.
5 minutes
God
before time.
has favor.
Yes, I
Yeah.
sent it in, and we ran. I had the campaign, and I had to do all of that. It was really good, but I would say it was a great experience. That's how I got there. But it really started from what I did locally.
Okay.
And the fact that people loved me and cared enough for me not
Yeah.
to kick me out,
Yeah.
but to give me an alternative.
Absolutely.
So I get to stay.
Well, I got a question for you, and I hope it's not one that's putting you on the spot. Now that
Okay.
you're in this new appointed elected position, what are some of the things you hope to accomplish, goals or objectives, as a new appointee elected to the board of directors?
Well, thank you for that question.
That's right. That's right.
To be honest, I want to offer our current leadership, our executive leadership, just an extension. I want to be able to be a translator to the parent body of the organization.
All right.
It's an intergenerational organization. Everybody everybody's not the same age, same
There you go.
generation.
That's right.
And so I want to be a bridge, a translator, all that. I am honestly one of the people who grew up in the convention who has not left. I've stayed the whole time, and so I want to be able to, make sure that we don't lose anybody, that we
Right.
continue to grow, continue to go, and then the things that I offer locally, with the different boards and stuff that I sit on, I want to be able to do that for the national
Yeah.
convention as well, so that we can extend our reach because
That's
it's
great.
an amazing organization and it's doing some amazing things. So I just want to help advance the message and the mission that we've already been doing. I just
Some-
want to be arms and feet.
Some of that foresight thinking
Yeah. Yeah.
to carry you to the next level.
Yes, and systems.
Yes.
And systems, sustainable systems.
Absolutely.
Right, so that we
Absolutely.
can hand it off to
Absolutely.
somebody and we don't hand it all fragmented.
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, that's well said. Thank
Yeah.
And thank you so much for that. I want to say thank you. You're the guy, the Trauma Healing Network.
Yes, sir.
And I think I fell in love with you this day. I'm going to tell you why. You was like, look, I want to help, but I ain't going to do this. Let me help from over here. Let me help with the paperwork back over here, but I'm not going to do this part. I got enough on my plate.
you. Yeah, you got
And
it.
I looked at him, I said, man, that's my guy. I said, now, I ain't think I could say that to nobody. And I was like, if I say that, then they're going to stop my funding. They're going to stop all, whatever that's going to happen. But you like, look, everybody has a lane.
Yeah.
That's,
You know what
that's
I mean?
another way of being good with your nose.
Yeah.
Without
So-
having to say no.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for that. Thank you for being intentional. Thank you for doing that. But you have also taken that same love from that organization to Virginia Union.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you're a professor at Virginia Union.
Yes.
Okay. Talk to us about that. No, let me slow up a little bit, because when you went to the GMWA, you had to go out of state for that, right?
Yes.
And what did they send you?
This year was in Greensboro,
Yeah.
North Carolina, but we're in a different state twice a year for the board meeting and
Okay.
for the national convention.
Okay, so I just wanted to highlight that. Man, let's go back to VUU. Man, I think I see them on fire over there. You got the young folks. They signing up for your class. That's what I've seen and that's what I heard. They
Yeah.
are showing up for you. I mean, like your classrooms are packed. Normally people like to do things online and they want to skip a class, but I heard they don't skip yours.
Oh no, they showing up and
Why?
Well,
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. No, you go ahead. I just want you.
The word
no,
is
no,
out.
No, you go ahead. The word is out now. Come
probably
on.
because I'll be a little turned up, but I at the time I originally went to Union as the director of the counseling department.
That's right. That's right.
As a director of the counseling department and working closely with the social work department and the school of theology, and so and I'm an alum there as well. So
All right. Shout out.
yeah, woo, woo, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Woo, woo.
that's the thing, and so
Yeah.
that's what happened, and
Okay.
building relationships with the young people on the campus, and
Okay.
talking to them, getting to know who they are, where they come from, what they believe in, what they feel,
Mm-hmm.
and as that went on, the president then moved me to a different position.
Okay.
And so my actual position is director of civic engagement
And community services. That's right.
yeah, and so, but I also I taught in the social work department. I also teach with the religious studies department,
Okay.
Old Testament, New Testament, and so that's happening. But I'm teaching them like social justice, community organizing. We have something today actually
Come on.
when I leave here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
Oh,
have
we
to
feel
go.
special, brother.
We have to go to City Hall.
Really? Okay.
Oh, it's going down tonight.
It's going down.
It's going down tonight. So I'm teaching them how to speak up for themselves, how to engage civically, and
Okay.
and why does this matter? Why
Right.
does this matter? Especially for people that look like us.
Come on now.
People that look like us, we need to be able to not only just, love one another, but we've got to be able to speak up for each other as well as ourselves. And so tonight we got a planning commission meeting that we must go to because the university is trying to build.
Really?
The university is trying
That's
to
right.
build, and the community, is pushing back and all this other kind of stuff. And so I had to teach them about black code.
Yeah.
They didn't know enough about black code that's connected to slavery and all
Help
that
us
kind
out.
of stuff.
Help us
And
out.
so
That's right.
There was some black codes that they put in like
Okay.
1700s, 1800s before, slavery was, done with. And so that stuff is still here today.
Come on now.
And
Yes,
they're
it
trying
is.
to like put things in places and do different things. And everybody that's doing it don't look the opposite of us.
Come
Some
on
of
now.
them that are doing it, they look just like
That's
us.
right. That's
And
right.
so that's
Okay.
why, I didn't always like the phrase all, skin folk and kinfolk, but
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? But
Okay.
that is, I don't want us to fight each other where we injure each other, but we must learn to reason with one another.
All right.
We must learn
Okay.
to reason with one another.
Okay.
And we don't always have to agree. That's what reasoning is about,
That's
right?
right.
Hey, this is what it is. Hey, well, this could be better. Well, this is what we want to do. Stuff like that. We
Okay.
teach them that. And so that's what I do at the university. So they always like, what's going on? What's
Yeah.
going on? And so, of course, I have on my shirt today because we had Meet the Greeks today.
Okay.
And so everybody wore their Greek,
Shout out.
all that
Shout
Greek
out.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so I used to work a lot with the Greek organizations.
Okay.
So that was a bigger thing too. So I built like real intimate relationships
Okay.
with the student body to push them and assist with them like becoming something greater than I and those that around me.
Well, just before how can people get in contact with you if they need to reach out with all these different things you have going on in the community, support
see
you,
there's a
the
laundry
church?
list of
What is
things
this
you're
look like?
involved in the
Because we got a
community.
lot to talk about. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
So,
can always reach me on Facebook, Dante McCutcheon, DONTE MCCUTCHEN, or on Instagram. I do respond to Instagram.
Okay.
I'm a little slow to my messages on Facebook. I don't know why, but on Instagram I do respond, and that is I am Dante McCutcheon.
they
And
say it's
so,
for older people. That's what it is.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Well,
So
I'm
that's
old.
why
That's
why
probably
you on
why.
Instagram. That's why you on Instagram. So
That's right.
So we got a couple of people. We got a couple of people on here. We got a couple of people on here right now. They're saying congratulations, Pastor Dante McCutcheon, from a Miss Karen Isaac. Then we got a Miss Regina Reagan. She's saying that she loves you as well. People are saying they love you, Dante, as well, with everything. So I just wanted to make sure we got that. If y'all have any questions, any concern or comments, put them in the comment section, and we'll definitely respond to you with that. So with that being said, let's talk about this community and wellness advocacy. That you do recognize for extensive work with the youth, because that's your work. And I know it's families and so much more, but I'm going to let you explain that to us.
I do. So, wow. Okay, I don't know where to begin.
Okay, but come
Man,
on, come
I
on.
don't know where to
That's a full
begin.
plate.
Because you
Yeah.
got conflict resolution, gun violence, you got prevention, substance use, all of that falls up
Healthy
under that.
relationships.
Up under that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been my life.
Okay.
It's been my life's work, and wow, yeah. So I started off at the health department, in communicable disease, and that's anything passed from person to person.
Right.
But I dealt with STIs and HIV.
Wow.
And so I
Okay.
dealt with that for a long time working in there, doing prevention work and health education.
Okay.
We started a clinic in
Wow.
2011.
Wow.
A
Where's
lot
the
of
clinic
people don't
at?
know
Where's the
it.
clinic?
It's 208 East Clay Street,
Okay.
and it's housed in the Minority Health Consortium.
Okay.
But the clinic, we named it the HELP Drop-In Center.
Okay.
And so HELP stood for, is an acronym, still is for Healing, Educating, and Loving People.
Come on, man. Come on, somebody. I like that.
Healing,
Yeah.
educating, and loving
Yeah,
people.
love
And
it.
so we did a lot of that, and that's where the healthy relationships part started. Well, we dealt with intimate partner violence and all that kind of stuff because we
Okay.
were saying, well, people are not speaking up about things and
Okay.
people are not doing things. And then, a lot of our youth were being involved in things that, everybody didn't always understand. It was
Okay.
because they either have gone through so many different things in their lives, the different trauma that they experienced, but also housing.
Okay.
Housing was
That's-
an issue. So
that's-
all of
that's
these
huge.
things
That's huge.
were, playing a part. And so I spent a lot of time dealing with the social determinants
Okay.
that causes the increase in disease.
Yes.
And so I'm pretty much like disease driven. Like we got to get down to zero,
Absolutely.
get
We have
down
to have those
zero.
conversations.
And
Yeah.
so that's what that was. And so that advocacy came
Okay.
because it was a lot of times it were persons who could not get to the doctor, could not get treatment, could not get a lot of things, and it's like, well, we have to provide access
Mm-hmm. Okay.
for these persons.
Okay.
And so that's where the drop-in center came, because the drop-in center opened after 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
when people got off work, because
Yeah.
typically the normal clinic opens
Yeah.
closes at 5. So we were like there from 6 to midnight.
Really?
6 to
6 in the
midnight.
morning?
6 at night. After
6 in
we
the
left,
evening. Okay, I
I
got
would
you.
leave
When they get off work.
You
at
leave- got
5
you. I missed that.
And
Okay.
go work
Okay.
from 6 p.m. to midnight every Wednesday for about 3 years.
Wow.
No pay or anything like that.
Wow.
We just wanted to give that access, and so that's where that stuff began to like wake up in me more. But before I was working, I learned it in school when we had how peer mediators, so we had peer educators.
Yeah. Oh,
And
really?
so,
Okay.
And so we would do different
Good.
health education and stuff like
Okay.
that. So I learned it there, took it to the community, but then because of the church that I grew up in, I love my church.
Yeah. Come on now.
Dang, I love my church.
Say it
I
again.
love
Love ya.
my church.
I know that's right.
I love my church. I love my church. We had a congregational care team. They were dealing with persons who had HIV.
Okay.
We would go and clean their house and stuff. And my grandmother was on this team.
Okay.
And of course, I'm a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm living with my grandmother because my
Oh,
grandmother
you already know what
raised
time
me.
was. Yeah, you got
I went where she
blessing.
went.
Okay.
I
That's
went
right.
where she went. And so we
Okay.
cleaned up these houses. And so I learned early on to serve persons who did not always align with like the status quo.
Come on
Right,
now.
right.
I
follow.
learned how to deal with,
Makes
the
you well
underdog.
rounded.
Yeah.
Makes you-
And so I
okay.
learned that, and so it was good. I mean,
Okay.
not to mention, I grew up in the hood. I'm from
Come
the
on.
project.
Come on,
Oh,
somebody.
yeah.
I'm
Gilpin,
from,
I believe.
I'm
Yeah,
from Jacksonville. I'm from Gilpin
Oh,
Court.
you a Jackson Ward.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
come on,
I'm
somebody.
born and raised like that's my thing, and I
Yeah.
still actually live in Jackson Ward. I just don't live in the projects no
Yeah.
more.
All right,
And so
good.
my thing is, I don't live in the projects, but I am project adjacent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Say.
leaving the hood.
Right, right.
I'm not leaving
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hood.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all want a good service, if you want to follow him at his church at Mount Moriah
Yes.
Baptist Church. Oh, if you want to see a guy that gets up there and get the, when the word hit him, he get the moving and he get the jumping around and the people.
Man.
I'm gonna tell you, I watch you.
I
You know
feel
what
it
mean?
now. That's why I'm trying to keep
I'm
myself-
trying-
I'm
yeah,
doing
but
like
that's
that.
all right. If you got to jump up, if you need to run around here and come back and sit down, go his way though.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
that way.
no,
Think
no.
about the way. Think
But
about-
something you said earlier is truly a game changer.
Yeah.
And you hear it a lot, and people just talk about it. But access to affordable housing and health care, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
It's the total package.
Yeah.
It helps the individual with their total health, mental, and welfare, and morale.
Yeah.
Just having access to those two major things. healthcare, and housing.
Yeah.
It's a game changer.
It's big. And it means so much, and we must educate our people. We must let them know, hey, you deserve better. We owe you this.
Yeah, you're entitled.
But,
yes.
but you gotta want it too.
You got to
right?
want it.
You
Got
gotta
to.
want it.
Yeah.
But sometimes we don't want it because we don't know we're worthy of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? It's like
Absolutely.
we just let it be. Just
Yeah.
let it be. And then here I come and like, I'm about to put some fire in
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
I'm gonna wake up the fight in you. You better
Yeah.
fight.
And that's what you do. I mean, because
yeah.
you come in so easy. You ought to watch when he come in the room. He come in the room like you on a magic carpet and stuff. He come in, he be like, no, I'm just here. I'm just here. Y'all just go ahead. I might have a couple of questions, but y'all go ahead. I said, come on, Pastor. So look, we're gonna come back on the second half of the show. Once again, we have Pastor Dante McCutcheon here today as we broadcast our podcast today. Also, once again, we normally go straight into commercials, so forth and so on, talk about our sponsors, but today it will be dedication to Charles Johnson, a.k.a. C.J. Johnson. We love you, man. To his family, we send love to you all. We're here. We grieve with you. We stand with you. Beloved one, man. Love you, man. I miss you, man. Words cannot describe my guy. Like, I'm going to close out the end of, with a few things once we leave. But at this moment, we're going to go into our remembrance of Charles Johnson. Once again, we like to give a shout out to Charles Johnson, a.k.a. CJ, to his family and all, as we know, as we mourn you today, as we celebrate your life today as well. More announcements to be forthcoming as far as the arrangements and everything like that. So we will have more information to you once we get it. So, but with that being said, I don't want to keep it too somber again, but I'm human, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm just human. So, like I said, we try to push forward, and this is the tough one. This is tough. I'm just gonna keep it, as they say, keep it a buck. Yeah. This is tough. This is a tough one here today. Actually, we thought about maybe not doing the show and going forward, but CJ would have been like, I don't know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. That's what he would have said. I said, man, he would have said, man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You better go ahead. I don't know what you're talking about. So that's our tribute to him. But look,
And in
once
those
again,
moments, it's hard to find ways to celebrate life.
it is. It is.
You know,
It
it's
definitely
a sad
is.
moment, but you want us to be celebratory.
Right,
So
absolutely.
you got to dig deep and be intentional about it.
And God is better
That's
than
what
good.
we're gonna do today.
Come, and that's right, and I receive that, and that's why we couldn't have had a better person here today. You know, even though you just happen to fall in, we happen to have a pastor here today. See how God worked things out. Sometimes we don't even see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes we don't understand what those things look like, but then you show up, and then you give us that laughter, you give us that smile, and say, "Hey, it's gonna be all right."
It's gonna be all
Yeah,
right.
it's gonna be all right. You know
What's
what I
that
mean?
one thing I always say? Everything necessarily don't happen for a reason. Everything happens for the good.
Come
You
on.
may not know what the good is,
Yeah.
but God's working in the background.
Say it ain't
and when
so.
it happened, you know it.
Come on, you might got new disciple. You might got a deacon over there, brother. I'm just saying, he might be trying to get on deacon.
He can preach Sunday.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know what I said to be calling? No, I'm not. I don't want to be like Jonah.
Yeah, there you go. There
He
you go.
calling, I don't want to go.
There you go. So look, the people that's watching, share, please. As we move forward, once again, we have Pastor Dante McCutcheon here of Mount Moriah Baptist Church. So we're definitely great to have you. I mean, definitely wonderful to have you here today. But look, I want to ask you something. I don't think we talked about this yet. Did we talk about the Richmond Civic Leadership?
No.
Give us a little bit about that.
No.
How does that? Yeah, give me
You
that.
served on that board. There.
So
Richmond.
I've served on a few boards. This is a very interesting. I don't know if I. How free can I be?
Yeah, you can
Free
be.
as you like.
Come on. Look,
No,
you
so-
at the Broken Man Foundation podcast.
I've served on quite a few boards.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember when we were in the pandemic and all the things were going on, the civil unrest was happening.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we had the different task force that happened.
Yes.
Yes.
So I sat on that task force, and I believe that was the first task force that I've ever been a part of. I sat on that reimagining public safety task force here in the city, and that's around the different violence, I guess, police brutality and stuff like that. And so I was doing that and working with that, and then I was like one of the people that people saw a lot of doing that protest
Absolutely.
and all that kind of stuff. But even though I was doing that work prior to, most of the work that I was doing, it was community, but it wasn't necessarily fighting on that end.
Yes.
Then that's also when the CRB, the Civilian Review Board, started. Those conversations started to come up about making it happen, doing the different things, and so when they finally put the Civilian Review Board in place,
Was that through the RPD?
yes,
Okay,
Yes, it
go ahead.
was.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
it
in
was.
the
Okay,
city,
go ahead.
and so
Okay.
they did that, and so I served on that board. But I guess they didn't want me to stay. I guess they didn't want me to stay, so they found some very interesting ways to push me out.
Okay.
And I probably should have fought, but I didn't really want to fight because I just felt like I needed to save my breath.
Okay.
And I just
Wow.
let it.
Wow.
I just let it
Wow.
be, but I will never forget. And so that's a part of my advocacy,
Okay.
right? That I experienced that, so I see that, and I'll know what to look for and how to help people moving forward. And so now for the Civilian Review Board, I may not be a member, and on the Civilian Review Board, you were getting paid.
Really?
You
Oh,
get
wow.
paid to sit on the board, and of course, I never turned in an invoice.
Wow.
I never turned in an invoice because I just felt like you couldn't buy my voice.
Woo. Okay.
You can't
Okay.
you can't buy my voice, and
Okay.
even when it was time for me to separate, they were like, you needed to send in your invoices by a certain time that you would be paid
Okay.
and all that. And I can say to this day, I still have not been paid because I didn't want to be paid.
Right,
Sometimes when people give you money, they control you.
Think about that. Think about that. Absolutely.
They control
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
And I just believe that God is God enough to pay my bills.
Come on, somebody.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. And so that civic leadership is interesting. So when you ask a question, it kind of like touched me there, you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Like,
Okay.
because that's a little piece of it.
Okay.
But I currently serve as the vice president for the Historic Jackson Ward Association. So I am the vice president for the association in the neighborhood, which is a historically black neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
But we have all kind of people that live in the neighborhood and all types of like development and all the
Okay.
things that's going on in the neighborhood. So it's interesting that I get to show up in those spaces,
Yeah.
not just to advocate, but to assist with regulation as well. And so those are the different civic things that I'm like doing right now.
Yes.
And so yeah.
Okay.
And you can take
think-
that
oh, I'm sorry.
experience from the Richmond Civic Review Board with you to your Jackson Ward Historical.
Yes.
So, so
I think
some
you said
things
you had a
are-
question. No, I'm
some
sorry. I'm
things
sorry. Go
are,
ahead.
are seasonal, and so your season has passed.
Yes.
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 But yes, with that being said, and it was a great segue to you being with that Historical Jackson Ward, and again, some of the things I'm interested in. Anything new that you have or foresee in the near future and upcoming as you serve in your different capacity and role and aid and assisting the community and helping us realize skin folks can be kin folks?
Yeah, so new. This is interesting. I haven't talked much publicly about it, but so a lot of people don't know, but I do have a nonprofit called Heart for the City. Heart for the City has been around for a couple of years, and most
Heart
of the
for the
work,
City. Okay.
Heart for the City,
Heart for the City.
nonprofit organization, which is faith based, of course, but we were doing a lot of different things. We dealt with, of course, with the gun violence stuff. We
Okay.
did work with gun violence, and we do partner with the Trauma Healing Response Network. But we also do a lot of substance use education and things of that nature with counseling and education and dealing with life skills
That's right.
and stuff like that. And so I coming up new would be I've been in so many different places, capacities, and worked in different places like organizations and stuff. But new, I believe that the Lord has told me to
Okay.
pretty much go back to the people. I've been away from the people for the last couple of years, really dealing with Virginia Union, and Virginia Union is a whole world in itself.
Okay.
And the young people needed me, and I needed them.
That's right.
And I needed Virginia Union. And so it's now for time for me to like go back to the streets, go back to the hood, and like go back to the city and deal with some things. And so I'll be paying more attention to Heart for the City and building the programs
That's
that
great. That's
that
great.
we have in Heart for the City, and that like those that like really have been lying dormant with our education academy and stuff like that, which we have. You know, like we are a certified school under Chev, so we do have an education
Wow.
part that we haven't really been dealing with and doing.
Okay.
And so I'm convicted to go back.
Okay.
I've rested enough.
Awesome.
And so that is what's new for me coming. And so the people get to see me again, sliding in those meetings.
Yeah, someone said,
Hey,
Hey, and that's
I'm
great.
just fine.
yeah.
To hear that those skill set and those experiences that you've acquired along the way doesn't leave the community.
Yeah.
It goes back reinvested into the community,
Yeah.
so that the community can be uplifted and scribe and move forward as well.
Yeah. I gotta say, man, listen.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
I am a product of the community.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? The people help raise me.
Okay.
Like I am the people's child. Like I'm the city
All right.
kid, you know. And so I am always interested in how I can help the next child. How I can help the next person. They don't have to be a child, just a person, right? Because if it was not for the people, I don't know where I'd be.
Come
I
on
don't
now.
know what would happen. And so I'm grateful. And so my way of saying thank you is always helping somebody. Always helping. Like just this organization alone, do you know how many people I've said, you need to go and talk to them people? Like I'm referring people because I'm like, no, don't bring your young boy to me. I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk
Right.
to him. I don't want to deal with him. But
Right.
I know somebody who can.
Right.
You know, and you said
that's
something
okay.
earlier about doing some things. And so it's not really just about saying a no.
Okay.
Right? And like just N-O, but it's like K-N-O-W too. It's like
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
I know who I am.
Right.
I know
That's
what I
right.
bring to the table.
Yeah.
I know what I
Wow.
can do. I know what I can't do. And I also know what I don't want to do.
Come
Now,
on,
that
somebody.
resonates louder than your no. Your K-N-O-W resonate louder than your N-O.
And when you know who you are, it's able to share space better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so
right.
like and you don't cause harm to the community.
right.
Right.
When you don't say no, N-O, and when you don't know who you are,
Yeah.
you cause so much more harm to the community.
That's
And
right.
so
That's
it's
right.
violence all the way around.
That's
You know,
right.
It ain't just
That's
gotta
right.
be with a
on
gun
now.
or
Yes,
hitting
yes,
somebody.
yes.
You staying in position longer than you were supposed to.
Yeah.
That's
That's
violent.
not.
Come on
I'm
now.
Yes.
You just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
that
saying. You know,
resonate.
and I'm so thankful for you. I'm gonna tell you once again. That's why we knew you. When people get around you, you are infectious, man. And just being here, I mean, you always like just bubbly. Man, my wife loves you.
Yeah, I
Like,
love her.
oh my God. I mean, like it's like, who gonna be on the next week? Okay, he gonna be okay. So, you just one of those people, man. You have that grace about you. You know what I mean? Now, you know, we don't say that easily about a lot of people, but just when you're around, you change the atmosphere. Some people come in and change the room, and we know when some people in the room, some things are going to happen. And you're one of those people. So we want to give you your flowers while you're here.
Thank
you. You know, while you're sitting here on the other side. Yes. You know what I mean? While we're talking today, because a lot of times we wait until people pass, and all of a sudden we want to talk about stories. We want to do all these other things. But I'm going to give you flowers while you're right here. But once again, Brother Brown asked you Pretty Rick is what they call him. Is that they said, he said, when do you rest? You say you fall asleep everywhere. But, brother, all this stuff that you're naming, the things that you're doing,
wow.
I don't know where you get no rest at. Yeah. I'm just saying. You're the vice president over here. You're over here in his store. You doing? Come on now. You got to make sure we need you too. Okay, I'm telling you, we need you.
Yeah. And go back to you. Yeah. You got to know when to say no.
Yeah.
And stand in your lane.
Yeah.
And you know, you speak a great deal about the community. The first thing I think about is the tribal community. It's the tribe. You come back to it, and you saying the people. Yeah. And see, I grew up in an era where the community raised you. I'm a baby boomer, and my community really did help my mother and father raise me. Because there was a time anyone in the neighborhood could discipline you.
Yeah, come on now.
Those times have changed.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. You see how that work out for you. Yeah.
Don't do it.
At least not in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Not that work out. Yeah.
But it's great to hear your passion going back to the community and giving what you can and helping not just a child, but anyone of the community to be able to sustain a better life for themselves.
Yeah.
In other words, it's to keep them with hope. Because once you lose that, what do you got?
Right. Things definitely change. Things definitely change. So let me ask you this: as we move forward, I think Brother Brown was asking you. There's a lot of different things I know you do at your church, and I'm sure it's one is feeding different things
every day.
Let's talk about that. What does that look like?
So the Manna Ministry, shout out to the Manna Ministry,
That's right.
which I'm sitting here with some brothers. And the Manna Ministry is so unique because it's ran by brothers.
Come on now.
It's the men of the church. They serve every day. Every day. Sometimes on Fridays we don't serve. It varies. But it's in partnership with like Friends of the Homeless and our church.
Okay.
We do a lot of different things with that. So I believe from like 11 to 1, you can always get a meal at Greater Mount Moriah.
They can come right to your church.
You can always get a meal. And that program has been going on for, I want to say, about 20 to 25 years.
Wow.
How's that
How do you
funded?
sustain that?
Bro, how does it sustain that? How's that funded?
It is, oh man.
Because there's some other, you got the map. We want it.
It is sustained by, of course, volunteerism with them saying yes to working. But then it comes out of the tithe and offering. Right?
Yes, I figured that.
Right.
That's
That's
a
for the
cost.
people.
Yes.
Yeah, it comes on the tithe and offering, which I've been trying to help the church. Like, hey, we got to write some grants. We got to find somebody.
That's
like, we broke because we keep feeding these
That's
people.
right. That's right.
Food is high.
And you said every
the
day?
cost is
Every
going
day.
up.
But thanks to Friends for the Homeless, because they bring food, like, so it's a partnership that helps it be sustainable. But we have to think about other ways to sustain the church as well. The church, Greater Mount Moriah is an interesting church.
Right.
Almost every day of the week at one point there was a NA meeting going on. That's the place where they host NA meetings, do feeding. Yeah, almost every day of the week. Before the pandemic happened,
Really?
there was a meeting, even on Sundays.
Because it used to be packed. The line used to be like, you sure
Even
right
on
now?
Sundays,
Right.
even on Sundays, there was an NA meeting and stuff like that. So it really is a community hub, and so that happens, and so it's sustained by just helping and giving, people giving to that. Whether it's food, they're giving their food, giving their time, or giving their money. That's what it is. The people have sustained it for 20 years. But we need some money some other money to do it.
Okay,
But
so
yeah.
key,
how
I
can people
think
get in
with that-
contact with you? How can people support you?
Yeah, you can support us by giving to the church, really, Greater Mount Moriah. And, of course, we do on Givelify, Greater Mount Moriah Baptist Church, and just give. You can say, feeding ministry, and they'll make sure that it goes right there.
Got you.
Or stop by the church, send a check or anything to the church. It's fine. We will gladly accept it. And we would love for you to come and help us.
Absolutely.
Come and help
Okay.
us. Serve the people. I believe it's about, I want to say, about 80 to 120 people a day.
That y'all feed every day?
Right.
Yeah.
And how many
Yeah.
people are serving and volunteering?
Five.
5 people feeding 120 people daily.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
gonna get better.
That's a
More people
commitment.
coming.
That's a commitment.
Yeah.
And those 5 really believe in the mission and
In the
what the
vision of the
church is
pastor.
doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they're aging though. These
And yeah,
5
right.
men have been there since I was young. You know,
on,
So they
they're
gotta pass the
aging.
torch.
Yeah, some people, and that's what it's about. You
Right.
know, that's
You have
what
to
it's
be-
about.
Now they say you're a singing pastor.
Uh-oh.
I'm just looking over here. That's
You know,
what
you
they just
can't-
said. I'm
you
just looking
can't
over here.
believe everything people.
They said it's a sing. They said the singing pastor. I know you ain't at church or nothing. I know you ain't there, but I had some good day.
I ain't gotta do it.
Outweigh my bad day. What you
Uh-oh.
want to do? I won't.
I won't complain.
Come on now. I said
God has been good to me.
I said
I want to do it.
I said
I won't complain.
I said thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Come on now. I had some
Good day.
bad day.
But I won't complain.
Thank you, Pastor.
Come on, man. Come on.
See, I'm about to see
Come on.
that.
I see
See,
you
every
gotta
now,
let some in you too, Ellen.
see, every now and then.
He got it.
No,
for real.
No, every now and then, God does something amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I fear no man. That doesn't mean physically,
Yeah.
but I trust God. I trust the process, whatever that looks like. At this moment, at this time, for you to actually be here with us on this difficult time,
Yeah.
and to bring that joy, and to talk the way you talk and speak the way you speak. But I knew you was somebody special. Needed to get you outside of the walls because you're a community man. You know what I mean? And we thank you.
Thank you.
I said, thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Come on. I said,
Thank you, Lord.
I won't.
I won't complain.
Come on now. Come on now.
You done turned into a choir director over there, Ellen.
Oh,
Yeah,
because he know.
he got it.
He know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling
yeah,
what time
yeah,
it
yeah,
is. He know what time it comes. See, because when the spirit
yeah.
start hitting different,
Yeah.
you can't control what God is doing.
You right.
You know what I mean? You can't control what God is doing, but every Sunday you're in the pulpit, bro.
Yes, sir.
What day is Bible study on Wednesday?
Bible studies on Wednesdays, and we're going to start back now. Once school start back, we'll be back in the fold. So, yes,
Okay.
Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights. And that's from what time to what time?
Wednesday nights, we're there by 6:30, and we're out by 8.
Oh, that's not bad at
Yeah.
all.
Mhm.
Right, because sometimes you go to church, yeah, 6:30, they tell you don't get 11 o'clock. I said, Lord,
Oh,
what
not my church, because
Right.
they'll tell me.
what they tell you?
Respect
See you
my
later.
time.
they tell you it's time to go.
Love you, Pastor.
That's right. How many
Oh, yeah, all of a
services
sudden
on
you're
Sunday?
seeing people moving toward the exit
It's
door.
not moving. How many
we
services
have
on
one
Sunday?
service on Sunday now,
Okay.
and that's at 11:45. At
Okay.
11:45,
Okay.
we were having 10 and 12.
Okay.
But now we have one service, and both of the congregations that I pastor, we now are having one service together.
Wow, and that's a
Okay.
blessing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it makes sense.
Yeah.
Make numbers or whatever that looks
Yeah,
like.
I think
takes
it
care of
added
itself.
some years to my life
Yeah, I know. I know that's right
because
because
it was killing me.
because you talking about 7 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
but you say you rest.
Mm-hmm.
What day is your rest day? What day is your Sabbath day?
Well, my Sabbath day is any day. Honestly, I just got to schedule. It varies.
Okay.
And then I don't know if y'all know this, but I raised three little girls right now.
Come on,
No,
man. Come on
no.
with this.
So
Have they been on Facebook?
yeah,
Yeah, come on,
it's
right.
the
Come on,
it's the
right, right. Come on now.
It's the 3 humans that look like me.
Say
What
it
are
ain't
the
so.
ages?
8, 9, and 11.
Ooh, you
One
just
just
that.
turned 8 on the 8th.
Oh,
Oh, you know what Brother Mike said? He said, "Ooh, he said, come help me." I ain't gonna say what he said, but you know what he said. Come help me raise him. Yeah,
I'm
come on.
telling you.
Come on,
8,
man.
9, and
Come-
11.
8, 9, and 11. And so that also makes me have to be intentional
Blessing.
about my schedule, which
Absolutely.
is another reason why, I haven't really showed up to a lot of crime scenes lately.
Right, you have people you gotta take care of.
Yeah, because I have
That's
to
okay.
stay home.
Yeah, and that's
I'm,
all right.
I'm a single dad.
That's
you know,
right.
So
Blessings to you.
yeah, so that's the thing.
Shout out to single dads
Yeah,
out
wow.
there. That's right. Whoa, whoa. That's a blessing. That's
we
right.
outside.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing, and I went through a lot to make sure that, they were with me. You know, they're my nieces. They're actually my nieces, my nieces, and so they were in the system. And you know, I gotta say this:
Say it.
the system gotta learn to treat the brothers better.
Come on, somebody. I've
Right.
heard that. I've heard that. Yeah, let's speak it
They
plain.
gotta learn to treat the brothers better. And I was thinking about maybe doing something around like foster care and black men.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of black brothers
Yeah.
that are raising children.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yes,
and
they
stuff
are.
like that. You know, and so it's like, but they took me through hell.
Come on now.
It was like so much they took me through, and I believe because they just didn't want 3 young ladies with a black man.
And
I
it's-
guess they assumed that I was gonna do something to
Isn't
them.
that crazy, though?
But they don't know statistics.
Right. Come on,
You
somebody.
know, because that's not how that goes. But
Right.
anyway, I just want them to do that. So I made sure that they were with me. And so now that they are with me, I have to do everything I can do to keep
Keep them. God's grace.
To keep
Oh
them.
my
And
goodness.
so,
You know what?
God Almighty. You said
That
mouthful of that one.
is a full-time job, and you doing it as a single parent. You know, having supervision when they're home, and you got all these things to do.
Wow.
And how do you manage that? All of them got different schedule. I can only imagine that. after
Personalities.
school- huh?
And personality.
And
Oh, yeah.
personality.
Yeah, come
Can
on,
you
man.
imagine all the after-school activities? This one got to be over here. This one got to be over
Hair
there.
gotta be
and this
done.
one got to be
Yeah.
over
All
there.
this stuff?
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
You got a
Oh,
lot
yes.
of stuff.
I
That's
have
what I'm
help.
saying.
And
They
you just
help
getting
me.
started.
Yeah.
They help people help me. I
Bless
love that people help me, but I also take them with me. You know, with the Gospel Music Workshop, they sing. Well, a lot of my family sing, so they sing. They sing in the workshop
Right.
with me.
Right.
You know, the workshop has a children's division.
Okay.
It's a division for the children, so
Yeah.
they love it. You know,
Yeah.
that's their thing. So they go to rehearsal with me. They travel with me. They go to the meetings with me.
Wow.
They go with me. We
Oh,
go
they,
together.
they know your schedule then.
Yeah,
That's a
we
blessing.
go together. The only thing they don't want to go to, my niece told me the other day, Catalea, I
What'd she
love her.
say?
She said, I'll go anywhere with you, but can we just never go back to class? When you're teaching, I don't want to go. I was like,
She said she
okay.
been at that school doing the day. She ain't trouble. Go ahead.
I can
don't
imagine
wanna
that
go.
one. I
She
can
wanna go.
imagine
But the
that.
class is long, and
Yes.
she has to sit there and be quiet for
The whole
for
time.
for
Yes.
over 2 hours. She's
Really?
like, never again. I'm not going back.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
I can imagine that.
And you were
You're
teaching-
stripping her of her childhood.
What are you teaching over there again? Are you teaching? You said the director of civic engagement
And community service.
and community service.
So right now, I'm not. I'm doing this intergenerational dialogue and inquiry
Yeah.
with the social work department, but I'm not teaching this semester. I'm just dealing with civic education
Okay.
and things of that nature because there's some shifting and some transition that's going on, and so we're just going to like focus on that. You know,
Okay.
because we got to build some stuff. We got to get a yes to the SUPs and all that.
Okay.
So I got to teach my young people how to fight and how to fight without destroying their future.
Wow, say that ain't so. And what are some of the biggest challenges, especially of the I know other young men that's on campus. What are some of the biggest challenges like what they seem like they face with like far as education and making sure they push through and making sure that their work is done on time and everything is turned in for the success rate? What does that look like?
I would say the challenges that I see and I'm dealing with is comparison and identity. Is like, you know, these brothers, they're intelligent, but they're learning who they are.
Wow.
They're learning who they are, and as they learn who they are, you know, they're like, you know, they're open to like making different decisions. Of course, you know, the women out on the campus. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I know. I'm going there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, and I understand,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
is what it is. But
Yeah.
also different organizations. I'm wearing one myself, you
Yes.
know. But different organizations, all of that type of things, it influences them and it pushes them to do stuff. And I always tell them, you know, hey, you just got to know who you are before you make any decisions. Know who you are. And just learning the systems, navigating the systems like admission, financial aid.
That's right.
All that kind of stuff. They need to know the systems. And if they do not know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because we have people who will walk with them, and I'm one of them, where I will literally walk them through every process, advocate for them, because sometimes they just don't know. I had one young man who ended up had a whole bill for school at the end of the semester, and he's
Okay.
like, what? I had financial aid, I had everything, but he didn't even realize that he had to sign his master promissory note, the
Wow.
MPN. And so
Wow.
he went
Just
through
to
the
know what he didn't
whole
know.
school year
Right.
and did not accept the loans that he wanted, that he needed for school, and it was too late to accept them. So it ended up being a bill, and it's like that was so small yet caused a huge problem. So
Right.
those are challenges, like just knowing the systems, knowing what's going on, knowing yourself, things of that nature, and knowing like where you fit in, and also knowing what you want to do.
Okay.
They come to school not knowing what they want to do, and so they are like forced to choose
Gotcha.
a major.
Yeah,
But
trying
it's
to
like,
figure it out, yeah.
it's like no, you don't need to be forced to choose a major. You need to know what's going on for the first year or two. Anyway, you're going to do nothing but gen ed courses.
Right.
That's right, that's
You
right,
know,
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
so how do you get out in front of this now? Since you have those situations like that, I mean, like orientation, how do you get out in front of this so they're aware of that?
So in orientation, we'll talk about it. We'll try to do it. We have counselors in university college where we have success coaches that help you do things, especially freshmen and sophomore. They literally walk you through everything. But the young people got to know that they're there. Like you have not, well, they know that they're there. They have to go see them,
Okay.
right? You know.
Okay.
So that, but the other piece to that is like we always need community partners to come in and mentor
Support.
our people. Yeah,
Okay.
especially our young brothers.
Gotcha.
And Virginia Union has a lot of young men on the campus.
We like to be able to come
Yeah,
and
yeah.
speak. Maybe
Yeah,
you
we're-
set it
we're-
up. You know, I love to come in and
and
get
the-
some encouraging words, whatever that look like.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about that. Really have to start long before they get on campus, at the high school. And some of the things we do with the foundation, with our youth academy, we start to introduce those things to them early on, so they can start giving it food for thought. And some find, you know what, the university route or college route is not the route I want to go. So they may decide they want to go to a trade school. You know, they may want to go somewhere and get their certificate in a particular field, electrician or, plumbing or HVAC or whatever the case may be. And while someone is on a delayed gratification of making income by going to 4-year college, they're going to go ahead and get a jump start by going into the workforce now.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah, and
But
that's
that's
that
about knowing what
partnership.
they want.
Well
Right,
said.
knowing what they
Well
want.
said.
But you said certificates, so we have a lot of certificate programs at Virginia Union.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and a
Wow.
lot of them are new, but it's also in conjunction with what's going on with Gilpin Court and the redevelopment that's happening there and all that kind of stuff. And we want to make sure that they have what they need so that when they are planning to move or getting ready to move, that they can be in the workforce. And that job readiness. So they may not want to come to school,
Okay.
but they can go through certifications to get what they need so that they will have what they need to sustain housing.
And that piece of paper just lend credibility to your skill set. You got to have it. I call
gotta
it
have it.
taking care of yourself.
Absolutely. As we get to round this up real quickly because we're getting ready to run out of time. I just want to give you shout you out some love from Cruz Sherman said good evening, brothers.
Hey.
Brandon Pinchback said
That's
he's a
my
super
son.
dad. That's your son. Okay. He said he's a super dad. Lucretia Jackson said hello Kings.
Hey.
So forth, so on. So we had a few people that came on here and said somebody said come on now. I guess Felicia. I guess that's happened. That's Felicia Easter. You know her?
Yes, yes,
so
that's Felicia.
She's on here as well. Jacqueline Baker sent you out some love as well.
Hey.
So I just wanted to share that with you. So before we get off of here, I know people can hear that the beeping in the background from Walker Studio. 804 Walker Studio. That's who did that over there. So, but look,
And wrap it up.
and wrap it up. So, but I would like to say this real fast that we will be getting with you because we've been to a lot of different campuses here at the Broken Men Foundation. I know Michael Bowe, Coach Bowe was here maybe a couple of weeks back. So we'll be getting with you. We definitely want to bring our young men to BEU because we're looking to go to Norfolk State. We haven't been there yet. So we're going to go probably BUU, and then we probably do one where we're probably looking at, I think, one in New York as well. So we want to make sure that happens with you. So before we get off here, we'd like to say thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you for your time, man. As always, I love you.
I love you
appreciate
too,
you,
for
man.
sure.
You know how to go. Thank you, Pastor.
And thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
absolutely.
you.
I enjoyed myself.
And before we get off here, this is what I always end with. If you do what's easy, life can be hard. If you do what's hard, life can be easy. I say that to say this. Men, I'm going to say this right now. Your health is wealth. Take care of yourselves. Whatever that looks like. We need to go to the doctors. We need to check on ourselves. We need to be intentional about following up. Get your blood work done. Get your
PSA
blood work
check.
done. If the doctor give you the information and tell you to follow up and do what you need to do, please do it. Not saying, we all going to check out one day, but we can prolong a few things.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that we take care of ourselves and pass that on from generation to generation. If some things that you don't understand about your body itself, that's just you. Make sure that you follow up. These things can be detrimental. Before we get off of here, I would just like to say, once again, we're going to close out with Brother Johnson. We love you, man. We love you. We love your family. You're definitely going to be missed. C.J. Johnson, man, it's the hardest thing to even talk about. You know, R.I.P., I don't want to say it. A lot of times when I see people say that, I'll be like, you know, rest in paradise, whatever that may look like. But I'm going to miss that dude. Like, yo, we going to miss him. Like, you know how sometimes you have certain things in life that you just miss, like you eating a cheeseburger, right? Or you might be eating a burger. And you eat that burger, and you eat that burger, got that lettuce and tomatoes, and it's got the mayonnaise, and you're like, man, it's just missing that cheese. He was that cheese on my sandwich, man. Like, yo, he was that dude. Like, if that person's not around, or if something is going on, or I need to text him, he texted me or calling, he's going to be missed. Like, it's hard to even put it in words, man, but we love you. Send love to Pee-wee. Send love to your brother Chris as well. Send love to your two beautiful daughters as well, man, and to your mom and everybody else, man. We will be together soon to send you home the proper way. So whatever that looks like, stay tuned for more information that'll be coming. But we're going to close out with this with Brother Johnson as we close out today. And I apologize for you all if it seems like I'm all over the place. I'm trying to hold it together the best that I can. I promise you that. My mind, I usually can kind of flow, but I'm at loss for words. And, you know, sometimes when I think about it and I look at these pictures and I look at all these other things, it's tough. And I tell them, man, you know, it doesn't make you less of a man because you want to show emotion.
For sure.
Or whatever these things look like. I just want to make sure that we show up, man. Make sure we show up for each other. Whatever that looks like. Be able to have those uncomfortable conversations, man. Be able to love on one another when you think nobody understands what you might be going through. And be careful how you say, I understand, if you don't know. And that's okay. But be able to have empathy. That's that social emotional learning. And that cognitive, being able to understand what somebody's going through. You might not have been through it, but you can show some empathy. So with that being said, we're out of here for the day. Love you. Y'all be safe. And thank you once again, brother.
You know,
love you, man.
I love you.
Appreciate you. All right,
sure.
as we sign out, CJ
Peace.
Johnson. Peace.